Hello, welcome to Get Your Mind On. I'm Lori Stos. Do you find yourself waking up at 3 in the morning with that mind racing and not able to get back to sleep? Or maybe it's sometimes you can't get to sleep because your mind continues to race and you stay up late and late because you can't fall asleep. Or maybe it's during the day, you just find yourself being edgy. You find yourself being short to your coworkers or people around you, or even when you get home with your kids. And you wonder, why am I like this all the time? Well, step back and think about how much time in your day that you have silence. Do you take any time to kind of step back and just listen? Just to be in peace. When we think about our days today, they're very full and very busy. And we really have to think about, when are those times where we can be calm and peaceful? And sometimes when I bring up that word meditation, people are like, oh my gosh, meditation, that's, lotus position and incense and, I have to be, connecting and all of that. And that sounds kind of scary. So for those of you who might seem kind of scared about that concept, I'd like you just to be open today to think about, maybe I should consider, what do I need to do to sit in silence? Remember, the words silent and listen have the same letters in it. So how much time are you sitting and listening? Because if you want to be that leader that's calm and peaceful, being the calm in the storm when the storm comes up, or coming up with great ideas, many times when we're rushed and flurrying throughout our day, those great ideas can't come as quickly, or that calmness in the storm isn't there. So I want you to really think about what you can do to take some time out every day to be in peace and to listen. Whether that's meditation to you or just silence. If this is a new concept to you, I usually just recommend just taking 5 minutes a day, starting your day, and thinking about just sitting in silence. The first thing you do when you wake up, take 5 minutes, set a timer, and be silent to stop your mind from going. Now, some of you may say, well, gosh, my mind's going to continue going. That's okay, because you have to really start to discipline your mind. I would say 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I could never do this, and now it's just part of my daily practice. And it's amazing when you get to the state of doing it. So you have to just start with a few minutes at a time and really think about, how can I silence my mind? And if those thoughts starts coming, you just go back to silence. Now, some people use music. Some people use a guided meditation. That's fine, whatever it takes. There's lots of different ways, and I'm not going to teach you the best way today. I'm just going to open your minds to thinking about, if you're not doing some of this, that maybe it'd be a good thing to think about. So start just with a few minutes a day. Start with 5 minutes a day. I find it best to do in the morning because it really helps you reconnect to yourself and really give you the inner courage and peace for your day. It puts you in a very peaceful state. So when you do have those situations where you have to respond to things quickly or to be the calm in the storm, you are that calm. As a leader, I ask you, how do you show up every day? And when you think about how you show up, step back and think about that. Because if you're showing up on edge and hurried and rushed and being just kind of on the fly, that doesn't allow your team to really think about, I want to follow him or her. So I really want you to think about, how can I be that calm in the storm? How can I not respond to things quickly and abruptly? How can I, when things are being challenging, how can I just really relax and step back? So really think about how that works. Sometimes it's easier for you to do at night. For me, I fall asleep at night very quickly, so that's not a good time for me. But I have found that there's this transitional time for me between 4 and 6 p.m. when sometimes it is after that busy day and I'm transitioning to do volunteer work or to be with my family, and I need to reconnect to myself. And so I will just take 5 minutes, even if it's in the car, to reconnect. Now, it's a harder thing for me. This is all discipline. It's all about really sitting down and disciplining yourself. No different than the workout. But you will find that if you take the time to do this, there will be huge benefits for you. Mainly, the biggest thing when I look at that is you don't see the changes right away. So I've been doing this about 3 years now, but I notice when I don't do it, I do notice how it affects my day if I haven't been doing it over a period of time, how I am on edge, how I am moving quicker, how I'm not in a peaceful state, my ideas aren't as good. But when you really are doing it, you can find yourself really in a better place and showing up as a leader better. So for positive charge this week, I really want you to step back and first think about, how am I showing up every day? What are the things that I need to really step back and look at? And two, I challenge you to take 5 minutes a day just to start. And take some time for silence. Find what works for you. You can go online and learn how to meditate if that's what you want. There's lots of tools, lots of ideas, or just take time for silence so you can just quiet your mind. We need to quiet our mind and reconnect. I find sometimes my best ideas come then. So think about silence for you. Now, if you're already doing something like this, I just challenge you to keep continuing doing it, or maybe increasing your time a little bit, or doing it twice a day to find out if that makes a difference for you. So really being connected to ourselves and being a great leader just is a lot of those things that we were talking about, coming up with great ideas, being the calm in the storm, and really showing up the best you can do every day. So I hope you are able to find some peace within and increase your performance and productivity and make an impact on others. Thank you for joining us, and remember to get your mind on it.